Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to the DSA with us. Myself Laksh Patel, and today we're gonna solve question number 387. First unique character in a string. Okay, and today is day 29 of our series. Okay, as far as we solving DSA, we mastering DSA. We started from the absolute beginner where we'll just try to solve question by like array and if else conditions and for loop. Now we completed as far as loops, map, and after that we move to the inbuilt functions. Many much more inbuilt function we completed in 2 3 days. We starting with the list, sets, and like that. Okay, so be prepared for that. And one more thing, if yesterday we solved question number 58, like length of the last word, okay, where we learn how to then find the length of the last word while ignoring the starting words. Okay, if you not watch yesterday's video, you can check out link in I button. Okay, so we'll start with the today's question explanation. After that, we can see the examples, and later on we can write the code for that part, and we can discuss about the force time and space complexity. Then we move to the like tomorrow's question basic details. So let's start with the question explanation. So basically, question is given a string s. Okay, find the first non-repeating character in it, return its index. Okay, so basically the string is given like any string, like your name or surname. It's basically one string. You have to find that character which does not repeating in string, and also that character has comes like character. If you can take an example of one string, assume that one string has three letters which does not repeating. Okay, but the first letter is A, second is B, and other is 3. C is coming in sequence while you read. It is coming first, B is coming second, and A is third. So you have to return C which element is coming first. Okay, okay. So you have to return that in. So you have to return that in like that character's index. If it does not exist, return -1. In case that time the letter will any string given as each and every word is repeating, so you have to return -1. Okay, so now let's see, check out our examples. So input s is lead code. Okay, so in this string, the first non-repeating number is at zero index. L is just not repeating in our entire string. Okay, we'll see example 2 for far more understanding. Okay, so love lead code is given and string. Okay, so in this string v is just not repeating, so our first non-repeating is on second index, so you can check out that in third string we have nothing repeat, like we have each and everything repeating, so this output should be -1. We check out the condition. S dot length is between 1 to 10 to the power 5. Okay, range between 1 to 10 to the power 5. S consists of only English letters, so you don't have to worry about anything. It's only consists English letters, no space, only English letters. Okay, so I hope you got clear about the questions. Now we move to the approaches part. What possible approach we can like discuss one approach, and then we move to the. Okay, so now we discuss about the all possible approaches. So for this question, we can use first brute force method. Like it's basically using nested for loops, while first for loop is basically moving to one time in our string. Okay, and we take it character code, and after that we can check it character code, like taking one unique variable. If character is false true like that, and at the end break we can just like basically we just checking for iterating each and every index is twice. Okay, in nested for loop. That's called brute force method using nested loops. One more like we can do that. Yeah, we can do take and frequency array and store each and every character's frequency of coming. Okay, and we can use that first for loop to store each and every character's value in our frequency array. After that, we can use if frequency array is equal to 1, return that, okay, that particular character. Okay, I hope you got clear about that. So second approach is our frequency array. Okay, maybe frequency array approach is like well optimized. We can start with the brute force method where we'll taking nested array. After that, we can code for that code also, and we can check out the both time and space complexity, and we'll discuss about which is optimized later. Firstly, I'll start with the first code where we basically using two for loop nested. So let, okay, I is equal to 0, I is less than s dot length, okay, I plus plus, okay, let unique equal to true. We assuming starting this is unique, okay. So we assuming that our first character is unique, okay. After that we again taking one more for loop which is also let, okay, let j equal to 0, j is less than s dot length, okay, j plus plus. Now this part is completed. We have two for loops. Now main part is coming. Condition taking if our I is not equal to what, not equal to j. Okay, our I is not equal to j, and our s of I is equal to s of j. Okay, our I index and j index is not same. Okay, but the s of I and s of j is same. While that time, what it means? It means we find another like same character in like what time. Okay, let me first clear you why I am using this condition. I is not equal to j. So in we have only one string s. So at the second index, which value in our string is same for the both for loop. So you got like what I am trying to say here. You can check out one string has a leaf code. Okay, so here for e, okay, E is firstly first loop come to E and second loop also come to E. So when second loop come to E, it will show that okay this will exist. So you can check out your condition and it becomes false. But we have to check that for same index it won't take it as a this index is repeating. Okay, I hope you got clear about. So for same index that currently don't happening repeating, okay, that dot assume this is unique, okay, okay, unique equal to false, and we break the inside one loop, okay. Our for this loop part is completed. Now we have to take one more thing, okay. If unique is there, we directly return that index and code is ended. But one more thing we forgot to use, return of -1. Okay, each and every time they don't give us that, so that's why I have to use return of -1. We'll submit this to and like we're running this. It will showing you error. Okay, let my mistake here. Syntax error. Now it has to be correct. Okay, still here. I'll check once again. Spelling mistake looks fine. Okay, so okay, our answer is accepted. Our three test cases are passed. Okay, we will submit for further lead code test cases. Okay, so this is our approach where we taking two for loop to find the character is repeating or not, and if the character is not repeating, we're taking an if condition and directly return the index of that character. So this is the approach. Is like a little more weird because the time complexity becomes order of n square. Okay, we'll discuss later on each and everything, but currently you can check out the time complexity is order of n square. And now we'll taking our second approach. It's basically our frequency array. So I'll remove this whole part. Okay, we don't need this as far as, okay, we need return for each and everything. Let frequency, okay, we're taking our frequency array, new array, okay, array of 26, we only want array of 26. Okay, wait here, 26, and also okay, we can fill here 0. Okay, fill 0 because at starting we want each and every character should be 0. Okay, so now we move to the second part. Let I is equal to 0. Okay, I is less than our s dot length. Okay, and I plus plus. So this is completed. Now let our idx, it means index. Okay, I'm not writing each and everything is in as far as I am taking variables, so I am writing in short idx index. Okay, you if you watching, so you understand what it means. Character code. I am using inbuilt function character code at. Okay, so here we want I. Okay, we converting our I to the its character code. Okay, I of s. Okay, I means I is the index of a string, and taking that character and converting it to the character code, and after that we subtracting 97. Okay, 97 is basically a value of a. If there is coming a, it's basically storing 1. Okay, after that 2, like that. Okay, so frequency of, wait, okay, now in frequency array we push our idx. Okay, and increase its value and move on. Okay, now we take another one for loop. Let I, this one also is same for loop as above. S dot length. Okay, I plus plus. Okay, so here we want one thing. Let idx. Okay, okay, let me wait one more second. Okay, so here we have to take one condition. Okay, where we taking one again for loop, but for our frequency array we couldn't find that which is our first time. Like a, if you can check out that we storing like a b c d and its frequency, but while we want that only first character which is non-repeating and returning that, not each and every. So for that we have to take one more for loop. And okay, so we're filling the value inside in one order, but for returning we have to check one more time. Okay, I'll writing and you got it what I am doing. Okay, so I am converting again. Okay, index, I'm taking index one more time. S dot character code same as above. I am converting it to the character code from this loop. Okay, so I, okay, yeah, I am also subtracting 97. Okay, now the thing is, if I am not pushing it already that part in your frequency array, I am just taking if our frequency of index. Okay, our frequency of our given index is equal to 1. Okay, if our frequency of this is 1, return I. Okay, so now what happened? If first like coming, as you can see here, we have this lovely code L come. Okay, L is like in first loop it will store L has two, yeah, like frequency L is coming twice. In second loop L is come, frequency of our L should be checking. Okay, so frequency of L is not equal to 1, it will skip. Okay, O come, O has coming twice. Okay, so in frequency that is already stored O has coming twice, so it will skip. We using this again for loop to know that which is like repeating. Okay, in which order, then like we have to take order. That's why I am taking another for loop to find the order, and in order which is non-repeating and it's first. Okay, I hope we got clear about. So I'll now run this test cases whether it is correct or not. Okay, so you can check out our three example test cases are passed. So now we'll submit for further lead code test cases. Okay, so our answer is accepted. Okay, all 107 lead code test cases are accepted. Okay, so this is the all about this our second approach. Okay, second approach is optimized. Now we'll discuss about time and space complexity. And if you find any other approach, you can try to solve by that approach. Okay. And after completing that part, you have to try to find its time and space complexity and return it like in comment. And if you find any doubts about today's video, you can ask me in comments. Now we'll discuss about time and space complexity of our code. So basically for first code using nested loops, one for loop, second for loop. Okay, so that code, and also for that we are moving from zero index to the our end of the last index of our given string. So for that approach, our space complexity should be order of one, but time complexity becomes order of n square using nested array, and each for loop moving to the first to the last index of our string. So time complexity is order of n square. Okay, and space complexity is order of one. For this approach, one thing like you might be thinking that this is not, but space complexity remains order of one. Okay, so we have to take space complexity in first and worst cases. Okay, so here they give us our string's length is 10 to the power 5. Okay, but we storing only 26. Okay, 26 characters. Okay, so as in first and worst cases, while our string length is 10 to the power 5, you just have to store 26 characters. Okay, so space complexity is order of 1. Okay, and time complexity is order of n. We using two loops, but not this next say. So if first loop is also moving order of n, second is also order of n, so you can tell time complexity is order of n. This is optimized solution. This solution you can call as frequency array. We solve question by frequency array. Okay, so I hope you got clear about this. So now we move to the tomorrow's question part. I'll explain the tomorrow's question basically. Okay, so I'll open the tomorrow's question, and it's basically valid anagram question. Okay, so here whatever there is given you two string s and t. Okay, you have to return true if t is an anagram of s and fails otherwise. Okay, the anagrams means the word is formatting by reordering the our given string. If you have like any string, reorder the words and it becomes like one string has, you can assume as here we can check out in anagram. Okay, it's anagram, and nagram nagram. Okay, it's also like what I'm saying is anagram of anagram. Okay, anagram is basically a word is created by the transforming characters in our string. Okay, so I hope we got clear about that part. You just have to check that each and every word same in both string. Okay, if there is same and is reordered, you can directly return as true. This given string is anagram. Okay, you can check out the example. They don't give any explanation, so you have to. If you find any doubts, you can check out tomorrow's video where I'll explain each and everything. The condition they given us is the s dot length is greater than 1 and greater and equal to 1, and t dot length is less than and equal to 5 into 10 to the power 4. Okay, s and t consist of lowercase English letter. Okay, each and every string is only consist English lowercase letters, so you have don't worry about that part to capital and convert small. Okay, they are directly given you each and every string is lowercase English letter, so that part is clear. You have to try this question. Okay, and you have to try this question by multiple approaches. Okay, if you don't, you have to try by one approach, and after completing that part, you have to post it on LinkedIn and Twitter. Mention me. Okay, and we if you don't solve this question, don't worry, we gonna solve question this tomorrow. Okay, and if you've not started yet DSA with the series, link in a button from playlist or playlist start from the day one, and where I'll explain each and everything about this series, whatever we're gonna learn, how the our method and what is the series. Uh, okay, if you have to master DSA, you can go and check out the series from day one to upcoming each and every day. One thing, you have to stay consistent for master DSA and try to things do by yourself. Okay, in this thing you have to give efforts by yourself. Okay, I hope you have no doubts about today's lecture, and if you find any doubts, ask me in comments. I'll try to resolve your doubts. Okay, meet on tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching the video.